It all started on a quiet Wednesday morning. I walked out of my house with a mug of coffee, planning to head to work a little early. As I got closer to the driveway, something felt off. My Jeep wasn't where I parked it last night. At first I thought maybe I had parked it somewhere else. But no, it was gone. Then I saw something even stranger. My padlock, the one I used on the driveway gate, was cut clean through and tossed to the side like garbage. My stomach dropped. I knew this wasn't a random theft. This felt personal. I checked my security camera footage from the night before, and there she was, my HOA president, Karen, standing by my driveway at around 2 a.m. with bolt cutters in hand. She had the audacity to walk up, cut the lock, and wave in a tow truck like she owned the street. Now here's the catch. My Jeep wasn't just any ordinary Jeep. A few days ago, I had volunteered it for a police task force operation in the area. I'm a reserve officer, and the police were using my vehicle as part of an undercover sting on a stolen vehicle ring operating in the suburbs. The Jeep had a small hidden GPS tracker, and it was being watched closely. I had parked it at the edge of my driveway so it wouldn't draw attention, exactly as instructed. Karen, however, took that as a violation of her precious HOA driveway visibility rule, a rule that doesn't even exist in the bylaws. So she called up a buddy who owns a shady towing company and decided to take matters into her own hands. What she didn't know was that the moment the Jeep was moved without authorization, the police would be alerted. And they were. Within 10 minutes of the Jeep being towed out of my driveway, 3 unmarked cruisers followed it down the highway. They waited, watched, and let the tow truck arrive at the impound lot. Then they moved in. Karen showed up at the lot too, smug and proud, ready to file a report against me to the HOA for abandoning a non-compliant vehicle. But as she stepped out of her car and strutted into the lot with her clipboard, she was met by the police task force, who were waiting for her. You could see her smile drop the moment they showed their badges and asked her why she had interfered with an active investigation. She stammered, saying it was just a neighborhood violation and that she was only enforcing rules. The lead officer told her flat out, "You tampered with police equipment, trespassed on private property, and authorized an illegal tow. That's not just an HOA violation, that's a felony." She turned pale. Then came the best part. The officer asked if she had personally cut the lock. She denied it. Bad move. Because my camera footage showed everything, from her walking up with the bolt cutters to waving at the tow truck driver. They arrested her on the spot for interfering with a police operation and destruction of private property. She started yelling that she was the president of the HOA and that she had authority. The towing company she used is also being investigated for illegal impounding. As for me, the police thanked me for my help and I got my Jeep back, perfectly fine with a little added GPS upgrade, courtesy of the task force. But the real cherry on top? Karen now has a court date, a permanent ban from ever holding any HOA position again, and a brand new nickname in the neighborhood, Task Force Karen. I still get neighbors laughing and thanking me every time I walk by. One even offered to custom print a Karen was here sign with bolt cutter icons on it. So the next time someone thinks they run the neighborhood, remind them sometimes the Jeep they're stealing is a lot more than just a vehicle. And sometimes justice rides in quietly, right into their front yard.